Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We're doing another collective general reading. Thank you for joining me. I'm truly grateful to each and every one of you. Can't do this without you. I'm truly grateful. Hopefully you've had a beautiful day. I've had a great day. Can't complain. What's the point of complaining anyways, right? Anyhow, you know how we work here. It's a timeless read. You can switch the genders and the roles if you need to. Switch it around. It's only energy after all. But please only take what applies, okay? Don't try to make things fit if it doesn't. It's not advisable. Let's start, shall we? What is the message, please? Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, the highest white light. What's the message for the collective at this hour? What would you like to discuss with them at this hour? What is this message you would like to discuss with the collective, please? Our beautiful collective. Thank you. Vanity. Okay, overarching energy. Someone's very vain. They got their eye on you, though. I think maybe they're jealous of you, or they want to look like you, or they're copying you. Could be a copycat. I don't know. Male or female, doesn't matter. Someone's very vain. Ooh, it's a player. Damn. Okay. Well, that says it all. That's the underlying energy. Somebody's showing their cards now. Take a lot of gambles. I think they're getting caught up with now. Player energy, male or female. They're going to claim they're innocent, or they claimed you were a player energy in vain, and you're innocent. I don't know. Somebody's observing another. Pardon me. It could be observing you. This one's looking at you. So somebody's watching you. They want to message you. You could be a messenger as well. You're on your purpose. There you go. So you're a messenger on your purpose, and people are watching you. They want to look like you. I don't know why. You're a teacher, or somebody else is a teacher. You're here to teach. You're communicating with people. Somebody's remembering something. Remember something. You survived. How to survive. So you're telling them what you've gone through in life, how you survived it. Because remember, your story is going to be somebody else's guidebook, right? You're a leader. You're in a leadership position. You don't have to do anything or be anyone other than yourself. People are trying to disconnect with you. They're telling other people to disconnect with you. Or somebody you've disconnected with somebody. Okay, you could be a reader. You could be a spiritualist, a prophetess, or a prophet. Whatever you said is coming true. You could speak truth. You could speak things into existence here. Somebody's trying to play puppet master with you. So somebody's trying to be you, trying to impersonate what you do. If you are a reader or a spiritualist or a guide of some sort, a teacher. You lead with optimism. You're very optimistic. Okay. So someone in this equation is very optimistic because they're playing with the Ouija board or some sort of scrying or something like that. Yeah. They have to work really hard to get any kind of intel from the other side to read the cards if you're a card reader, or you could just be a spiritualist, you know. You're a prophet, a prophetess. You don't have to use anything, okay? But somebody's trying to use some sort of divination tool to get information to appear like you, like they know what's going on, that they are connected with the other side, and they're not. I don't recommend playing with any kind of Ouija board or anything like that. Anything that opens portals, okay? The cards is enough for me. Even that I don't really need the cards at times, but the divine told me to do this channel. The cards is so you can have something to see instead of just, listening to my voice. I don't want to show my face, and it's my prerogative. So since you need to see something, right? It's the cards. Somebody's playing with Ouija boards, and unfortunately they could be summoning things that they cannot control. They're working overtime trying to get to look perfect. So somebody's doing this for vanity purposes. They're doing this to look good. You don't have to do this. You're delivering messages as you should. It's not about you. It's about the divine, what the divine wants. It's about guiding other people. You're a teacher. You're a guide. These people are playing around, okay? So, congratulations. It's been noted. It's been clocked by the divine. It is the time. After all, that truth shall be seen and told. So, someone's very vain. I mean, I'm in this business myself. I see a lot of people, they're very vain. It's all about their looks. They gotta look a certain way. Full makeup, you know what I mean? Even men, you know, they gotta put on a certain act. You know, not everybody. I'm just saying the odd one, okay? Not everybody's bad. So vanity, it's not about that encounter. Meet by chance, love at first sight, and crush. Wow, there's a story here. Definite story. There's an ex here that played you. There's a player energy. Oh, that's sick. This person is not... they have no preference. They'll sleep with anything as long as they get something out of it. Male, female, doesn't matter. Eesh. I heard back alleys. I heard hotels. It doesn't matter. You came across this person. You gave them your heart. It could be a friend. It could be love. I don't know. They used and abused you, though. They did. They did something really horrible. They were doing magic. You could be in this industry as a teacher, as a guide, as a reader, as a prophet, prophetess. It could be male or female. I mean, it could be same sex. It could be anything. But somebody they're attached to, or they're doing it themselves. They're trying to copy what you're doing. And they're trying to turn everybody around, business-wise, against you. Somebody that you met by chance. It wasn't by chance. Somebody set you up. Or these other readers or spiritualists met this person by chance. It wasn't by chance. It was because they wanted to sink you. Yeah, inner circle, right there. Are you being excluded from the inner circle? Somebody is. There's a circle where you work. Some sort of love triangle. Hidden emotional entanglement is present. Facade of concern. Oh, I care about everybody. I want to help everybody. I'm so concerned about you. Yeah, no, it's a facade. Someone's concern may not be sincere, hiding ulterior motives. Money, fame, vanity, wanting to one-up somebody else or get rid of somebody because what? They called them out as a player. They caught them. They did something really horrible and they're getting found out. Loyal or not. There you go. Someone's testing your loyalty. They were pushing the boundaries. They're trying to get into your energy, into your life, trying to ruin your life, I just heard. Someone may be testing your limits. So somebody you were dealing with in the past is trying to get into your line of work, trying to turn people away from you. Others that do the same line of work as you, they're putting lies in their ears, maybe having hookups with these people. I don't know. Keeping up appearances, right? And in the other reads, it might have something to do with the other reads because it's all connected somehow. It's raining, it's cloudy, it's a storm brewing. They're wearing a raincoat here. Or you are. You're not getting hit by the raindrops, they are. Keeping up appearances and acting like everything is fine. Nothing. So these people came after you. They got it could be people competing with you. They went after these people that do the same line of work. They wanted them to compete after you and take you out. With the bullshit coming after you, telling these people bullshit stories about you. Maybe they're sleeping with them too. They're keeping up appearances because right now they're getting hit hard by karma. So if they try to affect your money, their money's affected. If they try to affect your health, their health is affected. If they try to unalive you, well, that's what's going on in the world. They're being exposed here. Some are going to court, some are in jail, some are losing their car, their home, whatever. And they don't want anybody to know because if they're out in the public doing this work, if they're losing their home, if they work from home, it's easy to tell. They're getting hit hard by karma. Some not. I'm not saying that everybody that moves is karma or got homeless, went through that. I went through it years ago, is going through karma. It could be. I don't know. I'm not their keeper, right? But I'm just saying, it's not everybody. It's just, yeah, the truth is being uncovered here. Uncovered evidence will change your view on everything. New perspective, people are seeing it for what it really is, the truth. Someone helps you see things from a new perspective. Somebody that stands alone. They don't need other people around them. They got God. Somebody's very two-faced. They're discovering this. They're trying to impersonate you, mirror you. Yeah, because you're fruitful. Bunnies are fruitful. Also have too much concern with schmacks too. Okay, someone's friendly yet deceitful. They're getting an ego check here. Everybody that had a huge ego and thought they can hurt other people is getting their ego checked. Interactions are forcing you to confront your own ego, release expectations, Let go of expectations and allow things to unfold naturally. They tested the limits. Now it's time up. Time's up. Time's up. You're being protected. You're in a protective shell. Congratulations. You live in quiet contentment. You don't need anything or anybody. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're backed by God. He provides, and these people are jealous. Damn. Now they want to clear the air because the real story's coming out. And everybody that got involved are pretending to be fine, and they're not. It is what it is. It's all smoke and mirrors, right? False faces. The bubble's being popped. Oh, gosh. Sorry you're going through that. But I think all of us in this realm, in this, hypothetically to say it, that, you know, tarot world can relate to what I'm saying here. This could be almost anybody's story, right? So we have vanity, encounter. Where are we going with this, please, Spirit? Tell me where we're going with this. Vanity and encounter. Thrills. These come out in the last read, so it's all connected. Continuous cycles, bad decisions, addictions. Cheap thrills. They were coming after you. They thought this was funny, hilarious. They were going to get somewhere. Some people got moist doing this to you. You know what I mean? Lust. Told you this person's not particular. Okay, greed by any means necessary and inconsiderate. Like this strawberry, disgusting. Some of you took a vacation on you, get away, relax, and have fun. So somebody took it. Maybe you're going on vacation. Maybe now that this is wrapping up, you're going to be able to just breathe easy and take it easy for a while. Or these people were lied to by this player energy, and they kind of slacked off a little bit, played around too much, and their bills started piling up, right? Now there's an epiphany here. Self-reflection, answered questions, untapped talents. Maybe you have untapped talents. Maybe other people have untapped talents. I don't know. Antisocial. Maybe they now see why you're antisocial, why you don't let anybody, just anybody, into your energy because of people like that. Maybe these other people that do the same line of work are realizing that. You just can't open yourself up to just anyone in this environment. There's evil people out there. Trust and believe in any environment. And you're feeling silent treatment, left out. Some of these people are going through this right now, or this is how they wanted you to make it. They try to make you feel, but you don't. You're good on your own. You know, they think it's punishment to you. It's bliss. You're divine feminine energy. And they try to bring chaos into your world. That's a big no-no. Anybody that's divine, anybody in the world of spirituality, doesn't matter what they do, should know any divine being is backed up by the divine and the angels. You don't mess with them. Male or female, okay, you're a creator. You're creating something. This is unconditional love. Try to bring chaos into your world, upheaval, disaster, downfall. It's right back where it came from, okay? They're facing chaos. This has been the whole read all day long, drowning in over their head, overextended, rock bottom. That's what they were hoping for you. They could have done jar spells. They felt inspired to do this, right? They get a lot out of it. If they could drown or sacrifice a divine being, imagine what we could get. You know, you went down the wrong road. Totally dark, right? I guess, Stinky worked his magic on you guys and you fell for it. Because he's not going to, he has no control over the divines. Okay? He lied to you. He's a big fat liar, okay? He likes to destroy. That's what he does. He doesn't create. He wants to be a god. He wants to be worshipped, but he can't create. Like God said to him one time, get your own dirt. You can't create the universe, the planets, people. Optimistic and success. No, they're suffering in silence now. Unspoken desires, real feelings, and broken dreams. You're going through a glow up. Congratulations. New opportunities, new career, and successful business. They're banging their head against the wall. Why? I'm going to hell. I'm going to hell. Yeah, well, maybe. Only God can decide that. He thought it was going to be a vacay. A walk through the park. Okay. You still feel that way? I feel sad for these people. I really do. At one point, I'm going to tell a secret here about myself. At one point, I was super, super, super sensitive. I would cry over these people. Not anymore. Oh, adventure awaits. Congratulations. That card didn't belong in that deck, so I kind of fished it out. Put it back where it does belong. So these people, or this player, or the old Stinky himself, didn't belong here. So I'm going to put them back where they belong, right? Back in their place. Vanity, encounter, and thrills. If I remember, I'm going to play that song, that Sia song. Cheap Thrills. Where are we going with this? How are we ending this? Getting played. Puppet master right here. Manipulation, lies, and control. Dance, monkey, dings. That's what the devil does. You think he's on your side because he promises you all kinds of things. He makes the things look beautiful, sound beautiful. Yeah, big dollar signs in your eyes, thinking that, oh, I'm going to be beautiful and handsome, and I'm going to have anybody I want in the world, have fame and money. Yeah, okay. You got played. Bank failure. Bankruptcy. People can't pay their bills. Everything's falling apart. There could be some fraud involved. I know this player is a fraudulent person. They tried to defraud you. If they were stealing money, just say these are people that you in the same line of work as you, whether it's this kind of work or not, some sort of spiritual community. If they were stealing from you or trying to prevent you from making your money, that's why their money's drying up. Okay? They might have to pay you back. I don't know. Take it for whatever it is. Anger management. Remain calm, people. You can't pay your bills. It might be payday. Okay? And you're realizing you're not getting paid. I don't know. Betrayal. There we go. Deceit, backstab, traitor, not to be trusted. Imagine how the person that you were attacking felt. This is nothing. These are rats. Rats. There was an investigation. Oh, dear. Trying to burn and delete evidence. No. It's already been seen. It's already been found. It's already been saved. People are getting kicked to the curb. Maybe they're going to get kicked out of their homes. Some sort of recording here. Kicked out of the community, whatever this is. Announcement, expression, and revealing. Someone was putting on a show, weren't they? Well, congratulations. It's a show, all right. Like I said, at one point, I would have cried for these people. I can't afford to cry for these people anymore. I just gotta shake my head and move forward, right? Vanity, encounter, thrills, and getting played. And they drop. God, spirit. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that right. I meant to say they dropped the ball here and they didn't pay their bills or they got too cocky. I just heard spirit say they dropped the soap. Each. Don't drop the soap. Don't drop the soap. I don't recognize you drop the soap. Whoever you are. What's message, please, Spirit? Where are we going with this? What is the message, please? Vanity, encounter, thrills, getting played. If it sounds too good to be true, it is, okay? And I keep saying this as well as other readers. If somebody's trying to convince you someone's nasty, bad, evil, a thief, a liar, a whore, somebody's addicted to something, listen, if you know that person, go and talk to them. Don't just fall for it. Confront them. Say, listen, this so-and-so said this and that and the other thing. What say you? If you don't know them, you can't really go to them. You might want to tell them what's being said, and that would be the honorable thing to do, but you don't have to. But the point I'm trying to say is you don't jump on these fucking hate trains. It'll just blow up in your face, okay? Where are we going with this, please? Thank you. Somebody's watching you from afar. Online, something to do with online. Making decisions, making a decision. Somebody's picked their path. They're going to have to stick to it, right? They thought this was stable. It's implanted in the cement, right? X marks the spot. Your ex could be this player talking to everybody else to come up after you here. They're still moving forward, though. They were making plans. They could have went to the crossroads. Uh-oh. Overarching energy is crying. regretting, ruining the day. They're looking down at the 3 cups that are spilt over. There's blood spilt. There's tears spilt. They're looking at all the stuff they lost instead of what they still have. They put so much value in stuff, things, money, things, vanity. That's the overarching energy here. Parting ways, grieving and regretting, crying over spilt milk, being disappointed here. They were attacking you. This is false allegations. Okay? Attacking you. They had no place to speak. They have no defense for what they've done. They have no protection. So if you're going to sue them, they have no protection. Damn. There's more to it than this, though. Somebody delved into some sort of spell work. They have no protection. They're feeling overwhelmed, defeated. They wanted to compete with you, but they're not. There's no competition. Yeah. They're under divine judgment. This is awareness. They need to take accountability. Now they want to be saved? Come on. It's a wake-up call. It's maybe a spiritual awakening. I don't know. Somebody's made a decision here. Now, here comes the cops. Authorities are involved. Moving forward here. You overcame everything they put you through. Brilliantly, I just heard. This is universally driven. This is victory for you. You're going to be able to leave this behind, thank God. Somebody needs to take accountability and bring back balance to a situation. It's radical acceptance. It is what it is, okay? This is awareness. They've been caught. Jeez. Somebody wants a second chance. Oh, jeez. Somebody took advantage of a situation that they should not have. They were very disrespectful. They're ungrateful. You know your value and your worth. Took advantage. This is all about money here. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. No, I'm not saying this is the way it is. Okay, I'm just giving you an example. I can only go by with what I do for a living. It could be some sort of creator, content creator. On this platform, other platforms, there's many. But they could have somebody working for the company, for the platform, and ripping you off. Yep, you're getting your justice here. You're blessed. This is your spiritual blessings. You have spiritual gifts here. The divine giveth, okay? And he gaveth to you, which was fair. Fair and square. And somebody tried to either get in the way of you receiving this money or they took it. It could be either or. Conscious awareness. You co-create with the divine, okay? You're manifesting. You are always aware of this. But instead of what? Making a big stink out of it, taking revenge, you let God take care of it. You have all the tools you need for success, okay? You're going to be taking some sort of action, or somebody else is on your behalf. Because this is not their creations. Somebody was very disrespectful, lazy, don't want to put the work in. Ending a third-party situation, collaboration, and or a false contract. Or they're in breach of contract. Somebody's taking action here. Not their creations, not getting along with others, not cooperating. This is a lover here. A third party got involved, or you made this is not a higher level soulmate connection. Maybe they're lying. They're not. They are not. They're using this. It could be somebody that works within that that industry, twin flame industry, coming after you. Maybe you're saying the truth about the twin flame industry. You know, not everybody has a twin flame. Blah, 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 blah. You shouldn't sit there and wait for your twin to come back and take their abuse, blah, blah, blah. And they don't want you to contradict what they're saying. It's costing them money, or they're trying to cost you money, or maybe you are in the twin flame industry. I don't know. But this is a third party stepping in. You've ascended. You made some sort of decisions. This is a contract of some sort. The snake is here, right? They're trying to distract you, or somebody's been distracted. They got their eyes on you. You got your eyes on God. So they're getting all your, okay, you're getting intel from God or from spirit, your spirit team, and they're getting their info from you. There we go. And this is a crime. They abused you. maybe shadow banning you while they're using your info to make money off of you, and shadow banning you so no people can see you. There we go. This is recklessness. Other people knew about it and they didn't do anything about it. There you go. They wanted you to go into obscurity, right? They wanted to hurt your confidence because they're not confident. You're very confident. They followed another into the cold. Now they're going to go towards poverty, lack, and loss. Yeah. Good for them. I mean, we're getting into the, depending on if you're in the northern climes here, we're going into winter. We're going into the cold weather. So this is the time. They should have acted appropriately. If they're going to lose their home, they're going to be cold. Yeah. They're going to be arrested, illumination, letting go and letting God. You surrendered it to God. Or they're going to have to surrender something. You overcame. This is something they can't overcome. They're going to get let go wherever they work, or they have to let go of their home, let go of their vanity, their ego. Yeah, they're home. They're losing their home, their car, whatever. Their stability, their business. Party's over. They got to balance this money back, okay? To be fair. They were trying to keep something afloat here. Making a head over heart decision, weighing options. You're still balanced in alignment. They weren't. They're greedy and selfish. They wanted it all for themselves. They're in their ego, that's why. They wanted to dominate in whatever field you work in. So they went to the crossroads. They made the choice, okay? They see that you're still strong, you're moving forward, you're still stable and secure, still balanced in alignment. They're not. So the ones that came after you are not in alignment, in balance. They're losing, okay? They are losing whatever they covet, whatever they feel is more important in life other than being a good person, a good human being, their jobs, their money, their health, whatever. They're trying to hold you back because they wanted to dominate. This is all about ego, wanting power and control. They wanted to be the one. The funny thing is this strength card, the female has her hand around the lion's mouth and she's not afraid, right? She's in control. The lion's not going to bite her hand. These people, their hands are going to get bitten because guess what? They were stealing from you, the intel from you. They were thieves. They were liars. They were vain. They're going to get their hand bit. They bit the hand that fed them, which is God. If they're in this industry, spirituality, guidance, you know what I mean? They bit the hand that bit them. Or they bit the hand that fed them, sorry. They're going to have to walk away. They're facing some unknowns here. Investing 8 out of 10 cups and defrauding you, they're going to have to walk away from it. Bye. This was a crime. This is walk away. If it's a platform, walk away. From an institution, this is a crime. This was corruption, giving out false information, bad counsel, breaking contracts here. This is corruption. Lots of lies. Lots of lies. Why did I tell you? No truth, no clarity. Yep, wanting a life of luxury off your back. Somebody's very unstable and insecure. This is a financial crime. Wanting you to be unstable. Good for them. Somebody's taking action here. Or they think, I don't know, if they're vain, maybe they're trying to look sexy to attract people. Leading with the wand or leading with the, wanting people to come in with their wands. Take it for whatever it is. That's not spiritual at all. There you go. They're not spiritual at all. They're in their south node. It's not going to work. They're losing hope here. Damn. Shame, 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 shame. No wish fulfillment. Reckless, careless, foolish, taking unnecessary risks, naive and gullible. The devil got it to you. Oh yeah. Lies, jealousy, vindictiveness. Cold and calculated. Do anything to gain, right? But they're lazy, don't want to do the work, don't want to tell the truth, right? It's a bunch of people. They got lied to by the devil, by your player X. Good for you. Or these are just players. I don't know. This is conflict, competition, jealousy, drama, strife, and rivalry. Good for them. They want to be beautiful or handsome. They want to be the leader, the creator. There's only one creator. These people need to humble themselves. Yep, they're being exposed. This is public humiliation. They're hiding from the public. They're hiding a lot of their who they truly were from the public. Yeah, they're heartbroken. They're hiding their heartbreak because they're getting karma and they don't want anybody else to know. And if they work online, doesn't have to be online. Well, kind of. Everybody can see them. They're trying to hide the fact that they're heartbroken, that they're losing whatever they coveted, whatever they put precedence on, because they're going through karma, because they broke the law, because they went against somebody, a child of God, a true divine. Okay? They're getting karma. There we go. No going back. This could be you or someone else, male or female. Place your genders where it belongs. You're hardworking. You're very abundant here. Abundant. You're hardworking. You're generous. Successful. Very committed and loyal. Oh no, they're going to jail. Somebody's going to jail. So whoever this is, somebody was giving off the impression that that's who they are. Yeah. Or maybe this is you and they tried to, oh no, they were getting paid. They were getting paid. This is the middleman. So it could be somebody working for a platform or some sort of place that they all work at. That was the middleman that was holding back your money, giving some to other people so they can, or just giving them access to your work. And then they're making money off your work and they were keeping the money. I don't know. Somebody's taking some action here. Giving and receiving, prioritizing other people. Could be schmecks as well. They were growing their business all right. They do anything to grow their business. They even go to schmecks, to grow their business, do anything to appear like they are the child of God, that they have the intel. I don't know. Everybody's taking on losses, so they're all walking away. This is born out of ego, jealousy, pettiness, and cruelty, and they abused you. And now they're feeling the full brunt of what it feels like to abuse a child of God. Temporary gains. Yeah. Now they're scared, sick, losing everything. Oh boy. Losing online, ending a cycle to begin a new one. Lessons learned. You're protected. This is victory. They didn't foresee this. They can't go any further now. Their plans have fallen apart. They weren't prepared for this ending. It's ending for them. The worst has happened. This is a nightmare. Maybe they did try to take you out. It was all lies. Spreading rumor, gossip, and slander. They were harassing you, stalking you, targeting you. They were jealous. They were abusive. It's all come back home to roost. It's all scam, doing magic, scamming you, insincerity, wearing masks. They didn't want you being supported. They didn't want you people loving you, liking you. Okay? Now they're going to feel the full brunt of it. It is what it is. Yep. It's happening quick here. Very quickly. False contract and breach of contract is all one-sided coming after you. So you're going to learn some lessons here. You're still standing. You're still doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're still confident and bold and sure of who you are. You have authority. You hold that. Yeah, you overcame, persevered, and you put up some boundaries. Congratulations. Now they're paranoid. Paranoid. They don't want anybody finding out who you are. They don't want anybody finding out what they've done. They're hiding and cloaking a lot in your energy. Lying, throwing rocks, and hiding hands. They're paranoid that people are going to find this out. You're a true high priest or priestess, okay? Deep down, you knew all along. You don't have to speak anything. Your actions say more than words could ever convey. A lot of lies and illusions here. They're very intuitive, and they're trying to pass off. They're lying, trying to pass off your intuitive hits as theirs. Yeah, lie. There you go. Needy and greedy. So they're very selfish, superficial. Oh yeah, superficial, greedy, selfish. They don't care who they hurt. This is somebody that uses emotions to get their way. The truth is out. They're sad now. The truth is out. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. They're being exposed. You're the true divine feminine energy, male or female. They're trying to be a divine feminine or masculine, and they're not. They're trying to harvest off of you and your creations. Through your pain, you create new life, whether through children or artistry or work, whatever you do for a living. And somebody had the nerve to try to steal this from you. Your experiences, your wisdom, your words, your work, your teachings. Well, They're going to find out. Now they got a lot of burdens on their backs here. They don't know what to do. They're indecisive. They don't see what's happening. They bore false witness. They stole money. They're going to have to pay this fucking money back. Here comes the cops. They did something too quickly. This is corruption, abuse of power, abuse of authority against an innocent person. A divine feminine, yeah, but there it is. You're stable and secure. Hardworking, abundant, independent. You know your value and your worth. You're gonna be very happy. This is ending, okay? This is ending. A group or something, a group of people wanting to look this way, be stable, secure. No, they're insecure. There you go. They got caught. They have to come clean. So somebody was giving off the male or female, giving the impression that they were stable and secure. This was hard work. No, this group here, and they're happy. No, they're not happy. They could be sick. They're unstable. Things are not working out for them. Okay, this is disaster. They got caught. They have to come clean. This is a bunch of lies. Wow, look at this. This is ruin. Use and abuse. This is the player trying to avoid a tower moment. People are distancing themselves from this group. There's no more partying. No more getting together. Cult, coven, secret society. I don't know. So this narcissist, sociopath, or psychopath got these people to come up after you and spread egregious gossip here. Now they have to take accountability. This is a long time coming. It's a fall from grace. They just didn't want you to have wish fulfillment or to seem like you are wish fulfillment. Now the truth is out and they have to face the truth. It was all illusions. They could have been sleeping around with one another. This is temptation, bribery, black magic, or blackmail, I should say, covering something. They're trying to hide you and make them rich by hiding you. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not going to work that way anymore. Hopeful, wishful thinking. Yeah, they're going to lose their job. It's not going to work. You're still going to get your flowers. Okay? This was a bad investment. You get what you give. They're losing everything. Misappropriation of funds. It is what it is. They can't go any further. They're going to lose everything. They weren't being careful. They're just hoes. Hoes to money, hoes to vanity, hoes to everything. No self-respect. You're a leader. Somebody in a leadership position working on the platform or outside the platform stole all this money. Oh boy, they're going to lose everything, all their long-term everything. They're crying right now. They were malicious and ruthless and cruel. Somebody could have lost their life or gotten injured. Now they want forgiveness. They did too much. They're on their own. This could be the one that came after you. They can't escape this. They can't move on. Yet they're draining everybody. They're drained here. This is not happiness at all. They're a soulless being. There's no love here. There's this heartless and cruel and showed no compassion. The divide's not happy. There's no peace. So if they're spreading your work saying that they're of God, they're spiritual, this is love, they're love and light, they're not. They're doing it for money, for gain, for clout, for I don't know, partners, sex, power. How dare you use God's name? This is a player full of vanity. They're looking at you though, right? Looking at you, trying to impersonate you. The inner circle's kicking them out, or they're all getting kicked out of wherever you guys work or wherever you are. There was an encounter. I don't know. Somebody you encountered in the past was behind this, or they made it look like they encountered some of the people you work with. Meet by chance, love at first sight, and a crush. It's all cheap thrills, right? Place it where it belongs. Continuous cycles of bad decisions and addictions and lots of lust. Disgusting card, really. Greed, by any means necessary, inconsiderate. Bankrupt. So everybody's going bankrupt here. They're going to lose a lot of money. They took a lot from you by trying to stop you from being seen. Okay? I just heard everything's collapsing. They got played. Puppet master, hair dance, monkey dance. Manipulation, lies, and control. It's all coming down around their ears. And there's nothing they can do to stop it. And they're going to be exposed. Maybe that's what they're really worried about, because being exposed. Imagine doing something like this and you're exposed. So they can't just go to another platform or anywhere else to redo this all over again. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's over. Whatever this is. They're going to be exposed. I don't know if this... I'm picking up that you were a target from all sides, okay? From family, friends, love, even strangers, and where you work. And this is all coming together as if by magic. It's like, oh my gosh, they're all getting hit hard now. Now it's all getting exposed. Why? Because God does these things. He's remarkable. He's unbelievably talented. Well, we can believe it because he's God, right? Where are we going with this? Writer. You could be a writer. Somebody else is taking your things and writing it down. You could be a content creator of some sort, okay? Words are powerful. Use them to manifest more abundance. Consider careers like blogger, content writer, or creator, or book author in creative writing. Your words have the power to influence and share your gifts with the world. So that's what they wanted. They wanted that clout, like I'm all that in a bag of chips. Meanwhile, their junk's leaking. You know what I'm saying? And they can't pay their bills. You know what I'm saying? They got an inch think of makeup or false teeth or I'm not saying anything about teeth. My teeth aren't real either, but I'm just saying, right? Everything's false. Boobs, ass, everything. Lips. You're on your life purpose. And they targeted you because they wanted the money. Maybe they tried to sacrifice you for your spiritual gifts, your knowledge, for your looks, for your money, for, if you're a divine one. Only the devil would put these idiots up against you. So new ideas and inspirations will guide you to your divine calling. What is meant for you will stay as long as you keep pushing forward, keep pushing. That's exactly what you did. That's what destroyed these people. When you ask for what you need, things will align to make your vision real. You're a true investment, and they are trying to, they knew this. They invested in you and stealing from you. Or it has something to do with a greater picture. There's an investment. There's a lot of money coming towards you that was stolen, defrauded. Oh boy. At the end of the day, everybody that took from you is going to have to pay you back. You're going to be so happy in all areas of your life, different areas of your life. Your finances are improving and expanding. So you're improving, they're not. What's that say? So now is a great time to make an investment, set a solid foundation, and the fruits of your labor will follow. You invested in yourself. You didn't invest in anybody else. Yourself, God, and what you're meant to do here. And these people thirst for more. They know that. Not paid enough for your work. Yeah, you're not getting paid for your work because other people are stealing your work or shadow banning you or whatever they were doing, okay? Wanting to do other things, other options, seek higher pay. Somebody's feeling powerless or they wanted you to feel powerless. Victim of circumstances. Yeah, you were a victim, but you're not really. Not able to create success. No bad self-talk, micro goals. Yeah, the divine kept you going. The divine knew what was going on. You kind of knew what was going on too. Just keep going, keep going. Don't worry. It's going to be a beautiful thing at the end of the day. These people were piggies, okay? But the other thing is I'm picking up, there's other people in the background that wanted you gone because they defrauded you for something way bigger. They were pigs here, okay? Demons and pigs. You know what I'm saying? They wanted you powerless. They wanted your money to dry up so you could just disappear. They wanted to disappear you. They wanted you to fit this narrative they told about you that you're this, that, and the other thing so they can get away with whatever they're doing. I believe it was a power of attorney or some sort of conservatorship, okay? These people are pigs. Swine. You know, when you wrestle with a pig, the only one that's happy is the fucking pig. They love the mud. They love the shit they wallow in. Unable to save. They didn't want you saving any money. They didn't want you moving forward or doing anything. Living paycheck to paycheck, not planning for the future, trim expenses, invest more. And these people, now that their money is drying up, they got caught or they're getting karma, whatever this is, they didn't save. They went out and bought frivolous things for vanity's sake to make them look good, smell good. They have to cover that smell up. You know what I'm saying? They didn't bother saving. Now they're going, they're thwarted. There we go. You're the star. They're not. Can't reach your goals, mental or emotional block, try new angles, not get coaching. You could be a coach. This could be some sort of coaching. You know how people are on stage and they coach and give people life talks. Some are good because they're coming from a good place. They want everybody to understand what they went through and maybe prevent people from going down the wrong roads. Other people, no, it's just for vanity's sake, right? It's a power struggle. strife with co-workers. They're fighting with everybody here. Vying for a better position, seek new job, and ask for raise. I want more money. I'm stealing their work. I want to steal other people's work. Loser. How about you just sit quietly with yourself and be yourself, okay? Feather. They wanted to win, right? Abundance, easy money, divine interventions. I told you, he's stepping in. Career, light work. You're a light worker. They all want to be a light worker. Air related. It could be an air sign, you or them. Undecided, and travel. They wanted to travel. Okay, so I know in my situation, I told a few people that I shouldn't have told, but I did. Work smarter, not harder. So they didn't want to put the work in. They just wanted your ideas. Yeah. Online, see? And then they're telling everybody, be quiet. Nobody knows. Yeah, everybody knows, including the person you're stealing from. Fear, failure. Oh, no. Planning. They were planning. They had to do something. They're having a meltdown. Because they were planning on getting paid or something like that, or something coming in for them. It's not. I was just going to say, I told people that what I wish to do in the future was, once this channel gets going, if it gets going, because I've been doing this for almost, 3.5 years anyways, and I'm still where I am. I wanted to travel the world and meet people and have new experiences, but yet still do this to help others. And God was going to guide me where I needed to go, wherever I needed to go. Some people didn't like that. Why do I have to work a 9 to 5 and you get to travel? Well, that's what I'm picking up here. So somebody's sucking their teeth. Why do you get to do that? This is whoever's sucking their teeth at you is somebody that doesn't work. They're a thief or a drug addict, or they're a drug dealer or something, or they sell their ass or something like that. That's why, okay? That's why you don't get to do it. Sorry, not sorry. I'm tired of these people. Suck your teeth all you want, okay? Maybe go brush them after the last customer. I don't fucking care. Where are we going with this? Yep. They wanted a life of luxury right there. 5, Gemini. Adventure, affluence, luxury, mobility, travel, great ease, smooth sailing, sophisticated with the wind, self-indulgent, prosperity, comfort, wealth, over the top, and extravagant. But they didn't want to work for it, right? Yeah. Castle in the sky. 56, Sagittarius, pride, recognition, full of pride. They want to be recognized. Position, praise for achievements. Praise them all you want. It's not their work. Ego, wealth, ancestry, antiquity. Oh, so you think because they're claiming their ancestors are certain ancestors? I keep saying this. You don't know who you were in your past lives. Some of us do, but most of you don't. You come from different parts of the world. You're different religions, different cultures, customs, different colors, different genders. All in essence, by the time it's all said and done, you're going to experience every kind of different lifestyle. You were poor, you were rich, everything in between, beautiful and ugly, everything in between. Do you understand what I'm saying? Black, white, yellow, purple, brown. Do you understand what I'm saying? You don't know who your ancestors are just because your skin color is a certain skin color this time around. Doesn't mean that they're your ancestors. Okay? So they want to lay claim to a certain ancestry. Good for you. History, legacy, architecture, power, prestige, isolation, the old garden, timeless. So somebody was gatekeeping you. 56. 5. Get ready for change. This is profound change happening now. What'd I tell you? They started a hate train against you, but everything's on track here. You're moving forward. The situation or event in question is occurring right now. 2. 52. 65. 62. Aquarius. Oh boy, it's a labyrinth here. It's a maze they can't get out of, but you did. Labyrinth, lost, delayed, complex. So they wanted you stuck, lost in... There's a lot of channels, a lot of other people working in spirituality, a lot of other talkers. They wanted you lost in the shuffle while they were stealing your work or your essence or whatever, okay? Delayed, complex, contemplate, it's complicated, going inward, spiritual quest, deliberation, long way home, problem to solve, catch-22, a situation to sort out. Damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? This is the Tower. 525 Scorpio. And we're in Scorpio season. I think today or yesterday. Thunderstorm. Power, destruction, trouble, electric display. Wasn't there, I know people were, I didn't experience it, but where I live, people were saying that the electricity or the internet went down. I don't know. Trouble, electric display, a warning, out of control, energy shift, conflict, triumph over evil, fierce, booming conflict, opportunity to overcome. So you were dealing with opportunists and no more. Okay, it's all coming down with this Tower. It's going to be a storm. The storm is here. I keep saying that. You're the shooting star. This is karma. Aries, you're the leader. Everybody wants to be the lead, but nobody wants to do the work. Make that explain that one. Shooting star, quick action, wish granted, rare, falling, moment in time, luck, dynamic, incandescent, dazzled, sudden, short-lived, passionate, passing through, enterprising, and brilliant. How this is wrapping up, it will be brilliant. And people are trying to ignore this. They're in avoidance here. Ostrich, they're hiding themselves. This is balance. I mean, we just left Libra season 2. Head in the sand, ostrich trap. They wanted you to just not say anything, put your head in the sand and ignore. People are ignoring. The people that knew that was what was going on and they ignored it and they didn't bring it to the police or to the authorities or report it or didn't say anything to you, they're going to have to get some karma too. I hate to say it. Oh, well, I didn't take part in it. Yeah, well, you did. Avoidance, closed-mindedness, refusing to face reality, evade. Feeling threatened, fake out, inhibit, fear-based thinking, steering clear, run for cover, just a conspiracy theory. Oh, they're just lying. They're just no good. No, you're a speaker, all right. There we go. I can't make this up. Sagittarius, 8, number of karma and abundance. News, trending, microphone, right? They wanted to be the news. They wanted to bring the news. They wanted to trend. How dare you trend? News, trending, broadcast, expression, strong opinion, make known, current events, public speaking. What'd I tell you? Speak truth, communicate, social media. What'd I tell you? Being heard, speaking up. Now they're all speaking up because they want to get to you first. They want to seem like they're good people. But they were listening to all this crap and not doing a damn thing, but maybe lying and maybe putting their 2 cents in. Everybody's going to have to own up to their part in this. The Divine's got it. The Divine's got it under control. The Divine's behind this. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. Angels, what's your parting message here? I almost said something different. How would you like to end this reading, please, angels? There's a lot of confusion going on right now. They don't know how they're going to get out of this because there's no getting out of it. That's the Tower. It's going to hit hard because there's no getting out of this bullshit. Do you understand? You start this bullshit, you're going to have to end it. Where are you going with this? Thank you, angels. 3 of Pentacles. It was a collaboration, all right. They broke contract. They went against their terms and agreements. 58-13. It's over. You're the Phoenix Rising. They thought they burnt you. You're going to just lay there in the ashes. Don't. Just say nothing. No. God hearing limitations. Mental force protects against sorrows and illness. So they were trying to play with your mentals, trying to make you sick. Maybe try to take you out. Maybe that's what they're going through right now. Maybe they're facing an unalive right now. I don't know. 9 of Pentacles. Somebody's alone. You work alone. This is about entrepreneurship, minding your own business. They didn't. They wanted a life of luxury off your back. It's all in the upright. This could be in the reverse. You've ascended. They're pretending they're an ascended master. No. This could be a secret society, or they formed their own. And I'm not saying they're all bad. I'm just saying you have bad apples, okay? This is a financial crime. They're greedy and selfish, codependent, clingy, and very unstable and insecure. You mind your own business. You're doing well on your own. You don't need them. You have 9 out of 10 Pentacles. 9. 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Somebody wanted material gain. They were greedy and selfish. They loved the setup. Oh, yeah, they loved the setup. 68. That's 14. Temperance angel. They're going to have to balance this out with you. Oh, yeah. You could be an earth angel. The angels are definitely working with you. You're patient. You're kind. You're healed. You're a healer. You're a teacher. And they want to pretend like they are doing that Heisman dance whenever they take some money from you, right? God, the kindest giver. Healing, preserves health, and cures diseases. The Magician. They were doing magic here. This is conscious awareness. You co-create with the divine. You work with the divine. You're very focused, or they're focused on you. I'll tell you that much. You're going to be taking some action. They were doing magic. It's a lot of lies, illusions, deception. They were two-faced, out of control. We'll find out what happens to them. Okay, 25 moving forward. They've been stopped. You're still going. This is universally driven. This is victory for you. They need to accept the fact that they've been stopped. They can't go any further. They need to take accountability. It is what it is, right? The generous God, spiritual wisdom, and magic. You have a lot of spiritual wisdom. So they're going around saying, oh, they're doing magic because they're into spirituality. And these people are doing magic. Wow. Helps one gain wisdom and discover hidden secrets. They're not as wise as you. They don't have experiential wisdom. They haven't learned their lessons. They were using magic to try to make themselves look better, to try to scapegoat you, to steal from you, to keep you small. Nine of Swords. Now they're worried. They can't eat or sleep. They're very burdened here. Yeah, they wanted to ride on you, right? They know they're going to be punished. They want other people to take their punishment. Like, cover for me, cover for me. They had somebody covering for them. Devil energy. Hariel. So somebody, either it's a platform or somewhere, somebody had control. It could be a hacker that was hacking into your stuff. Somebody's going to take the fall here, and they're all of them, not just one, okay? No one's going to cover for anybody. Hariel, Nine of Swords, the comforting God. Purification, protection from the impious religious sentiments. So that somebody wants to purify themselves, they're trying to purify them. They want protection. It's not going to happen. They're protecting your work. They were working hard to take your work. They're going to lose their job. It's just corruption, abuse of power, abuse of authority. You do have authority. Male or female. This is the Emperor. You have authority, spiritual or otherwise here, okay? You took back your power. Intellectual talent, God the teacher, you are a teacher. What'd I tell you? Intellectual talent provides knowledge. Ace of Wands, taking action, new beginnings. You have a lot of passion for what you do. Divine feminine energy. So you're balanced between your masculine and feminine. You bring a beautiful balance here. You're a divine being, male or female, doesn't matter. You're being crowned, okay? They wanted your crown. They didn't do the work. They didn't go through what you went through. You go through a lot of pain and hardship to get where you are. Lifetimes of it, actually. And these people want to just take it away from you and play with it. I just heard sodomize. What the hell? They really want to cheapen what a divine being is all about by using sex, thinking that it's all about money, lording it over other people. It's not. So the patient God, you are very patient, Omael. Fertility and multiplicity protects against despair and helps one be patient. You are very patient. Congratulations. I'm very happy for you. Okay, they said to get some of these. 57, 27. Wow. It's getting sorted for you. How are we ending this, please? Spirit, for the collective, how would you like to leave this for the collective? What is the parting message? Edge. Wow. Okay, you're on the edge. Somebody's on the edge. Egg. Success assured with good plans and hard work. Congratulations. So rest assured, you're okay. Apple. Temptation will test you. So they got bribed. They got tempted. There we go. How do you like them apples? They wanted to take your apple. They wanted to be in this tree, and they don't even qualify to be in this tree. Gong, exciting event. Congratulations. What they gained from you was temporary, okay? Tent. They might have to live in a tent. I don't know. Jug, lighthearted and carefree time. An elephant. They're not going to forget this. A long journey, either physical or mental or spiritual, will leave you wiser at the end. So they need to wisen up. They need some experiential wisdom. That's why they're going through what they're going through. If they want to be a leader, they want to be a teacher, a healer, they want attention and eyes on them, they want to speak their lies, well, now they can speak the truth. Go through what you have to go through. These hardships, and you're going to learn. You're going to learn to leave other people alone. Yeah, changes in their life. Moon. They were doing moon magic. Claw. They wanted it all for themselves. Be careful. Do not take risks. And that's what they did. Mice. Discord amongst friends and family. It is what it is. Congratulations. I love you guys so very much. I hope you like to read. Until next time, take care.